Let us see the question. Question number 5a. Next question. Let us see. Mr. Rahul is purchasing call option for share of Reliance. So in our example, Rahul is option purchaser for the month of July at an exercise price or strike price of rupees 1000 from Mr. Harish. So the exercise price at which the right can be exercised is 1000. If the spot price of the security in the month of July is, that is on the last Thursday of the July month, the spot price of the security is given 0, 900, 950, 1000, 1050, 1100 and 10,000. Option premium is 70. For Mr. Rahul, you are required to calculate. The first is the payoff, second is the profit loss, third is the break-even point, that is the spot price of the security at which there is no profit, no loss, and the last is a diagram. Like that, so these things are required to be calculated. So we understand like this. Write an answer along with me. Answer of question number 5a. Heading I am writing call option holder point of view. Everybody is requested to pay attention. Do not write anything. That is said, do not do answer on your own. Write along with me. Column number 1 is spot price of security in the month of July when the option is expiring. The next column will be exercise question mark, means whether the option holder will exercise is right or not. Then sale price, purchase price, difference of both of them is the payoff. Then premium, and lastly the profit or loss. This is the way we are supposed to prepare the columns. Please prepare the table. So here is the table is prepared, and the first column is about the spot price of the security which is given to us. See, the sequence in which I suggest students to do answer is like this. Everybody is requested to pay attention. The sequence which I suggest is like this. The very first thing that you have to see is that, say, whether you are doing answer for option buyer, comma, option seller. You have to see that first of all. In this case, it is option buyer. So if at all the option buyer is there, then in that case, you have a responsibility of making payment of premium. So the very first thing that I suggest students to do like this, that you fill up the premium column. The premium amount is 70 rupees. The premium amount is 70 rupees. So over here, 70 rupees is what you have paid upfront. That is the cash outflow. In all the situations. Why? Because it is required to be paid upfront. That is the first thing. The second thing is that you have to determine whether to exercise the right or not. So the second thing which I suggest student is to decide that whether to exercise the right or not. We know, friends, it is call option, and in case of call option, option is exercised if at all the spot price is exceeding the exercise price which is given to us as 1000. So we understand that over here it is yes, and over here we understand it is no. in a way that say when the spot price is exceeding exercise price, you will exercise your right. If the spot price is less than exercise price, then in that case you do not exercise your right, and over here you are indifferent. Okay. Now, if at all you do not exercise your right, okay. The third thing is you make the computation of the payoff. If at all you do not exercise your right, then in that case, of course, we understand that the payoff will be zero. So we understand that over here the payoff is zero. Over here the payoff is zero. Again the payoff is zero. You're indifferent to exercise it. So again the payoff is zero. When the price is greater than 1000, you exercise your right. So in that case you buy the security at 1000 to be sold at 1050. So 1000 is the purchase price, 1050 is the sale price. So 50 rupees is the payoff, 1000 is the purchase price, 1100 is the sale price. So 100 rupees is the payoff, 1000 is again the purchase price, and 10,000 is the sale price. So 9,000 is the payoff. And of course the last column will be calculation of the profit or loss. That will be computed as the difference of the payoff and the premium. So in the first case there is a loss of 70, loss of 70, loss of 70, loss of 70, loss of 20, profit of 30, and profit of 8,930. That is the way we are required to compute the profit or loss. Listen carefully all of you. One more question is there. One more question which is there is the computation of the break-even spot price of the security. The question says that you are required to make the computation of the break-even point. What does it mean? It means that you are required to compute the spot price of the equity share at which there will be a situation of no profit, no loss. So one more price will be kept over here. We have to compute such price of the security at which there will be no profit, no loss situation. Let us see how to calculate that. Everybody is requested to pay attention. And the fifth point is break-even point. Now break-even point is no profit, no loss. So what you have to do logically, friends, you are required to see that when do we have a situation of the profit and it is converted to loss, or when do we have a situation of loss which is converted to profit. Profit to loss or loss to profit. Between that, the break-even point would be lying. So here you can see it is loss, 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 and it is converted to profit. So the break-even point is lying between these two. So what happens that taking the lower price into account, 1050, if at all you are computing the break-even point, then to this 1050, this 20 rupees will be added. The way you are doing IRR. So what happens that the 20 rupees is added, so it becomes 1070. Or otherwise what you can do, you take the price of 1100. And from this 1100 rupees, you deduct 30 rupees. That is 1070. Okay, let us check that. 1070 is exceeding 1000. So you exercise your call option. So what happens that you purchase the security at 1000. You sell at 1070. So you have payoff of 70. Premium is again 70. So ultimately it will result into no profit, no loss. That is the way you are required to make the calculation of answer. Please take an answer. So friends, the payoff is done, profit loss is not done, break even point is done. So only two things are, that is that only one thing is there, that is say we are required to draw the diagram. So let us see that say how to draw the diagram. In that say once again we have on x-axis the independent factor, and on y-axis say we will have the dependent factor. On x-axis we will take the spot price of the security, and on y-axis we will take the profit loss, or otherwise say we will take the payoff, because in the first diagram we'll take the payoff. So on x-axis we will take the spot price of security, that is independent factor, and on y-axis we will take the payoff. We do not have to draw exactly the points as what we were doing in case of forward contract transactions. Similarly, we are required to do the working over here. The next diagram will be for the profit or loss. So let us see that say how to do it. Okay. So in the next diagram we will have on x-axis again spot price of security, and on y-axis we will have the profit or loss. As far as the payoff diagram is concerned, friends, we understand that say it will be like this. Till the time the spot price of the security is 1000, the option is not exercised. So till the time the spot price of the security is 1000, the payoff is 0. 0, 0, 0, 0. When the price is going beyond 1000, then in that case the payoff becomes positive. So with the increase in the price beyond 1000, we can see that it goes positive, and over here we can say that say this value will go for unlimited amount. This will go for unlimited amount. Why? Because say with the increase in the price, say there is unlimited possibility of making payoff. In case of the profit or loss, what will happen? Let us see. We can see that say when the spot price is 0, there is a loss of 70 rupees. Again 900, there is a loss of 70. 950, loss of 70. 1000, 70. So we understand that say till the time the spot price of the security is 1000, that is a loss of 70 rupees. So over here I try to draw the diagram like this. So this is 70 rupees is a loss. Beyond 70, say there is a profit. Why? Because we understand that say now you start exercising the right. So it goes like this. Again friends, we understand that say the price at which you have the break-even point is 1070. This is 1000 and this is 1070. That is the point at which you have no profit, no loss. And of course, if at all the payoff is unlimited, then in that case, the possibility of the profit is also unlimited. So there is unlimited profit potential. That is what we have. Draw the diagram. Friends, one last thing that I want to tell you is, that is say the sixth point over here in my this explanation. Always draw diagram starting from 0. So when the price of the security is 0, at that time what is the position? With that say you always start the diagram. That is what say we can say is one of the best way that say to prepare the diagram. Now my one more question to all of you is this. What must be price expectation of call option buyer? Question mark. Whether call option buyer is expecting the price of the security to go up or he is expecting the price of the security to go down. We understand that say the call option buyer is expecting the price of the security to go up. That is what say we understand. We can see that say if at all his expectation proves to be correct, then in that case he will make a profit. Right an answer. Call option holder or call option buyer must be expecting that price of security would be increasing, comma, so he or she purchases call option. Full stop. Friends, at this point of time we can understand that at this point of time, because still there are certain things to be added. If at all you are expecting the price of the security to go up, that is you are bullish, then in that case how can you make profit? One, you can enter into the transaction to simple buy security. Second, you can enter into the transaction for buy forward/futures contract. And third, we understand that say you can buy call option. That is the way we can have say a kind of understanding at this point of time. Why do I specify at this point of time? Because yet there will be certain transactions which are going to be added, which you can do if at all you are expecting the price of the security to go up. We understand that say all of them will have its own pros and cons in a way that's the limited profit, unlimited profit, and so on. But this is what say we understand is a kind of transaction which is permissible in the market.